You know that song? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Well, this is Minnesota. I love the snow though. I'm really excited for the snow. Can we go inside? We don't want to get the camera wet. You guys are getting wet.
We skipped fall.
Fall was here.
For like
the leaves colored.
For like 5 minutes. So we're in our greenhouse here in Minnesota, Zone 4B. I guess it's winter. Only October.
Close enough. So last night it actually froze in here. Well, it was below freezing the last couple of nights, but in the greenhouse it got close to freezing. I thought it got down to 33, and Sarah said she saw it at 28.
Yeah.
It got down to 28 in here. Tomato plant is hurting.
Yeah.
The pepper plants are okay. They show that they're, I would say, hurting a little bit, but.
Well, I think the one thing they've got going for them is even though it is cold and it was below freezing inside, there's no frost.
Yeah.
And the dirt is still very warm. So the plants close to the ground and such, they seem fine. Some of these bigger ones we knew were going to have a problem. One
thing I have to do in here yet is put in another tunnel over all of this. I'm going to put another tunnel in here, and I haven't even ordered the stuff, so I'm going to look at that this afternoon and get that ordered, because I believe their ship date was 4 to 5 business days. So get that ordered so I can get that in here, because winter's here. It's only going to get colder. I looked at the forecast and they're talking 1 or 2 days in the 40s, and the rest of it's going to be in the 30s for the high. So we got to get moving on this.
Always something to do.
Yeah.
So radicchio, I don't think it's coming up. There's a couple little things coming up over here, and I think they're weeds. I'm pretty confident, but not 100%, so I'm still leaving them. I don't know, so maybe we'll try planting those again. Maybe we planted them when it was too warm. I think they required kind of a colder environment. Our celery microgreens that I kind of dumped here when we were done growing celery microgreens, they are just a jammin'. Perfect for salads, for adding to soups and stuff like that. I should have thinned them. It's kind of killing me that I didn't, because I know we would have actual celery. But either way, it's really great to have that celery flavor, so we can add that to our dishes. This lettuce, though, it looks so great. It is loving this cold weather, and all of a sudden, it just out of nowhere, it just really started growing. So that is exciting, because although we've had spinach for a couple weeks, we haven't had lettuce for a while. Our green beans, we are ready to harvest a second batch of green beans. In fact, I think some of these should have probably been picked a while ago. We're going to pick some off of these today.
So the carrots over here in the corner are doing very well. They're coming up. They're not as thick. There's some that didn't pop up, but that's okay. I really think too what kind of hurt us in the last, I would say, in 5 days, the sun came out probably an hour, so it's also not helping getting this greenhouse a nice boost of warm air. But right now it's warm in here, but it's not, the same as when the sun comes out, even when it's cold out outside. So I'm hoping when the sun comes back out, it'll help the beans and all this stuff just kind of give us one more good harvest. But the radishes over here are still greener than green. They're not dying on us, to save the seeds. So we're still waiting on them. The pepper plant looks like the cold might have stunted it a little bit, but we still have this nice green pepper here. We're hoping that turns red so we can save the seeds. Other than that, I mean, this pepper plant's still jamming, still doing good. There's a ton of flowers up top with a bunch of more peppers coming on it. Obviously, they're not going to make it, but I think what I might try to do is, as the months get colder here, I'm really considering, on the stuff that I was reading, on taking this and cutting it off down here somewhere and having that underneath the tarp and then letting it come back next year. I really think that's what we'll have to do with this one, to save it, so this way we can leave it in here. As far as the tomato plant, you can tell it's starting to not like what's going on, but there's, like we said, there's nothing we can kind of do. What I think we might do is take We'll watch the weather here. If we don't get another sunny day, we might just pull these green tomatoes and wrap them and set them aside, and we can eat them later this winter. I really don't know what else to do as far as this. I took that other little tomato plant down there, and I plan on keeping that underneath the tarp. And we're gonna see if we can keep that alive, if it will stay alive or not. If it does, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world either. This is all trial and error for us. And I think next year, the way everything's looking, I might try to do the double tarp for insulation, so then we're not getting the dew that's falling down on us as bad either. But also, I really want to try the geothermal, and I would run geothermal that way and then have the tubes come back. So doing the double poly will also help with that. These radishes are just been jamming. I mean, they're great. We have a bunch in the house that we're gonna have with eggs tomorrow morning. We've been putting the leaves in our eggs, the spinach in our eggs, and we have to plant some more of these, because once the beans are done, we're gonna put some radishes over there, and I want to put some more lettuce over there to carry us through, so we have a ton of greens for this winter. And the mint is still alive.
That means I'm still in mojito season at least. Lots of Paris Market carrots still growing. We've got a few different kinds around here. And these ones, not our favorite. I'll probably use up the seed we have. I will not be saving seeds from these. They're cool, but they're small. And these tops have been great for just cooking and such. And that brings me to what we have been using a lot. The last week or two, we have been harvesting daily off our spinach. Look at this, you just like want to touch it. I am so pleased with this baby spinach seed we bought. I think I bought this seed from Botanical Interest. Yeah, Botanical Interest. And we planted it on September 11th. So here we're sitting about a month, a little over a month, maybe like 5 weeks probably after this was planted. And it's just, it is so hardy and doing so well. I love that we're going to be able to cover this with that row cover plan and hopefully keep it going into some cold weather, because it will be nice to have those greens in the bitter cold season.
So these are the pepper plants. I chopped all the tops off, and well, this is the one that I didn't, but all these other ones I did. And you can tell the cold has really slowed these down. You tell by the color of the leaves, everything is just kind of taking its toll. So there again, we really need the sun to come back just to get this place a nice boost of heat, because everything's cooled down. You can, even when you touch the soil. These atomic red carrots are doing really good. I really want to pull some. You can see the tops coming out through the soil, so I'm actually kind of excited to see what these are going to be like and how big they're going to grow and the flavor of them. And then also the onions are doing really good. I've been chopping the tops off a couple of them that were getting pretty tall, and I've been putting these in our eggs. I just want to see how long we can get these to grow, and if they grow through the year and they're fine, then we're going to leave them. Otherwise, the worst case scenario, we pull them and we use them all as just green onions, or if they have some bulbs, we can save it for next year and replant them. Well, I hope you enjoyed our Minnesota greenhouse tour. Be short and sweet. Not really much to talk about because it's a little thing, but we're hoping this winter goes well and it stays up, and we've got some cool ideas so for next spring, and we'll see what this winter brings for us to really learn from this experience. So
absolutely.
So far it's been a blessing. It really has been really good. So
yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video and you would like to see more videos from us about our homesteading lifestyle and how we support our dreams from working from home, please subscribe down below, and while you're at it, make sure you hit that thumbs up.
Glad you got to see us again.
Bye.
Bye. Christmas.
Can you say that? Can we monetize this video if you sing that?
I don't know, we'll find out. I won't sing the whole song.
Snowflake on my nose.